my streams. Tonight we're going to be doing another ranked draft, or 2 or 3. We'll see how we get on. Let me just get all the gear up. Get Deckmaster on the go. And then get the dashboard up and going. Hope you're all doing well tonight or this morning, wherever you are in the world. Let's see if this has actually posted into here. No, it hasn't. This Streamlabs Discord integration seems to be a little bit hesitant at times at the moment, so probably give ourselves 5 minutes just to let people join, and then we will make a start. Should be able to see that. That's fine. Right, let's make a start. So this pack has a few different options. We've got a very good uncommon and sadistic Sky Marcher. We've got Swift Warden, which is a good Merfolk card. We've got Martyr of Dusk, which is a good white common. Crashing Tide's fine. Dusk Legion Zealot's good in the Vampire deck. Impale's solid removal. I quite like Sadistic Sky Marcher. But it's quite close between Sky Marcher and Impale. I think the choice is pretty close. Pretty close. Think the upside of Sky Marcher. Sky Marcher is such a good card. Moment of Craving, I think, is my preference. There's more copies of Impale as well. This card's just excellent, so I'm going to go with the Sky Marcher. This pack, I really like Archer of Razka. Just gives you a good ability to draw cards and stop you from flooding out so much. But the pack's actually quite weak. There's a couple of good Merfolk cards, but not a whole lot of anything else. So I'm actually just going to pick the Arch. Keep ourselves open. This pack has Sky Marcher Aspirant, which is a nice 1-drop for the Vampire deck. Got Spirewinder, which is nice for Ascend. Kitesail Courser, which is nice for the aggressive blue decks. I'm just going to go with Sky Marcher Aspirant. Raging Regisaur is very good, but it's 2 colors. Would rather try and stay away from 2 colors if possible. It is the most powerful card in the pack, but Sky Marcher Aspirant leaves us quite open to either being Ascend or still Vampires. So this one has Legion Conquistador, which I think is the pick. Sanguine Glorifiers tend to come a little bit later, and Conquistador is excellent in the Vampire decks. So this pack's a bit weak. I'm just going to go with a Dinosaur Hunter. I think it's fine, but not amazing. Conquistador or Martyr of Dusk. I think I'm going to go with a Conquistador here. Good evening, Jaron. How's it going? I like having a set, like, as soon as you've got one Conquistador, the second ones just become such higher picks. I like having access to something like Strider Harness when you've got or medium cards like Conquistadors. Just allows you to power up your cards. Same with Aspirant and Dinosaur Hunter. Just makes your cards better. And realistically, these cards are not particularly good anyway, so the best card in this pack is probably Spirewinder. This one's got a Raptor Companion, not a whole lot of anything else. Secrets would be fine. Potentially, maybe I'm supposed to pick Secrets and just keep myself open to Ascend. What are you cooking tonight? Is there anything nice? I'm gonna pick Gleaming Baddie. I really don't like these other cards. Yeah, potentially maybe you should have rather than the Strider Harness, just picked the Flyer and kept myself completely open, but. We'll just tidy up the last couple of cards in this pack. Right, so this one we've got Trapjaw Tyrant, which is what we're going to pick. This card's a very, very good bomb. Reaver Ambush would also be good, but yeah, the big Mythic Dinosaur is pretty good. Sky Marcher would also be fine. But yeah, Sky Marcher would be third, I think, in this. But Trapjaw Tyrant is excellent, so... And we've got past a Tetzamok, which that doesn't happen. So we're going to pick the Tetzamok. Baffling End is okay. Not amazing in draft, just purely because of your creatures tend to not be... your opponent's creatures tend to not be converted mana cost 3 or less. Or certainly not their best ones. It's kind of awkward removal. Luminous Bonds is very good, but yeah, not as good as Tetzamok. So another Conquistador. That seems excellent here. Another Conquistador. There's a Resplendent Griffin, which would have been very good for the blue-white deck that we could have potentially been in, but Tetzamok cements us in black, so I think this is just a Conquistador, especially now that we've got so many. We're just going to go all in on these. I think I want the land here. I'm not going to play either of these white or black cards, so unlikely to play this, but Dusk Charger, Spirewinder that we're not going to play. Another Dusk Charger is fine. Guess we might play a Vampire Revenant. Yeah, get past the best rare in the set. It's not the end of the world at all. Sure, we'll take our 6th Conquistador. I'm not particularly a big fan of Heartstopper, and this pack has not anything else in white or black, so we've definitely got our fair share of Conquistadors here. Because we've got so many creatures, I think I'm actually leaning toward picking Mark of the Vampire here, just to try and make them slightly better. Obviously, Hammerskull would be the best card in the pack, but I think we just want access to some more tools to try and make our creatures slightly more resilient. So, similar reason as to why we picked Strider Harness. Charging Monster Sword is an excellent card. I don't think we're playing any of these, so I'm just going to put a Sunrise Seeker in the board just in case we need to play that one. Vanquish the Weak, excellent removal, wonderful. This one, again, don't think I'm playing any of these, so let's put a Queen's Commission in the board. So we're still a few cards shy of where we want to be. So we might have to play some of these cards that we don't really want to, but another Conquistador, sure, we'll just play them all. Not playing any of these. There was definitely a nice Ascend deck in here somewhere, but it wasn't for us. Gonna pick a March of the Drowned, seeing as we didn't pick up a Recover. Obviously got quite a lot of power that we would like to be able to rebuy in Tyrant and Tetzamok. Like, we don't have to rebuy Pirates for that card for it to be good. It's quite happy just to be a Raised Dead. So I think we want the Queen's Commission and probably just want this Gleaming Barrier just to be able to help block early. So what's that work out as? Obviously we've got a large clump of cards here, but this is basically going to mean that our draws are going to be either lands or our bombs, because Yeah, we've got a lot of conquistadors. We didn't get any other kind of pump spells or buffs, so we're just going to have to go with this. We're pretty creature based, but at least we've got the best card in the format. We've got another mythic to go with it, so let's see how we get on with this one. Alright, cool. Let's play some games. This hand's fine. Sky Marcher Aspirant, Conquistador is going to find the rest. We can just take however many we need to fill up our hand. Queen's Commission is going to help us ascend as well, so this hand's pretty good. Yeah, Anointed Deacon would have been exactly what we were looking for, but unfortunately we just didn't quite get there. But we didn't really get hooked up in pack 3 at all. But yeah, I don't think we can complain too much about this. Like, we've obviously got past the Tetsamok and we opened the Trapjaw Tyrant, so I think our deck's going to be pretty good. Obviously, 7 Conquistadors is a pretty high number of them. Pretty high. It's not the highest I've had. I think I had 10 once. Just take them all. All the 2/2s. Yeah, they've got an Evolving Wild, sure. Smack you. You got a Slash of Talons? You have a Slash of Talons. Sure. That's fine. I mean, it's obviously not ideal, but we're certainly not going to not attack into that, so get to start trading off all of our Conquistadors for next to nothing now, which is great. So we'll take 2 just now, and then we'll take some more next turn. Just don't want to be discarding them to hand size at the moment. I think we're yeah, we've got plenty of time. If we draw 1 more land, then we get to start casting 2 of these a turn, which is going to be bigger than what they're doing. So right, there we go. So that's the land we want. Play out a Dusk Charger. And then we'll be able to play either Vampire Revenant or Queen's Commission or another Conquistador next turn, and then start playing 2 Conquistadors a turn. Just go big. An easy block with a Conquistador. I don't think I care about this. I think they've got the 4 mana 3/3 that will kill something. I think there's no point taking the chance to block there. Don't think we gain enough by doing that at this point. Well, that seems like a reasonable one to cast this turn. So we're up to 8 permanents. Next turn we should be able to ascend even if one of our creatures dies. Quite happy to make this block, purely because it means they're going to have a trick to save their guy, which is fine. Like, we don't mind that one. Like, our Conquistadors aren't worth anything, so at the end of the day we've got so many of them. So we're looking for 3 here. And I'm quite happy with just playing out the other Conquistador, I think. Means we ascend, means we can attack with his Dust Charger. Don't want to throw away this Trapjaw Tyrant yet, but quite happy to attack with the Dusk Charger. Try and clear up the board a little bit. If they've got Divine Verdict, that's fine. It just means it doesn't kill the Trapjaw Tyrant. Like, the longer we protect this card, the better we're off, so... Sure. What have you got? Is this sacrificing lots of tokens just to try and draw to something to kill the Trapjaw Tyrant with? I'm okay with that. Yep. Like, we drew so many cards with these Conquistadors that, like, we're in such good shape, regardless of what they have. Like, they need to have, like, the... Not even sure, like, they need a Tetzimoc of their own. Like, when we draw our Tetzimoc, we're going to be in such good shape. Oh, they found a flyer. That's rude. At least they can never get in. Ooh, that's good draw. So we'd have 2 mana left over. I think I just want to play out... I guess I'm just drawing a card. Vanquish the Weak's an excellent draw. It's going to help us be able to push through this Trapjaw Tyrant at some point in the future. Or kill their flyer. Not too shabby. Oh, that's rude. Yep. Just get to make some blocks. Like, again, as we've said, the Conquistadors aren't worth a whole lot to us here. So quite happy to make these kind of trades. This Knave is going to be able to sack some treasures and make them draw some cards. So really just need to try and limit the cards they've got access to. Right, I think I'm just playing out 3 cards this turn. Let's just vomit hand. We should be due some more lands soon. And then when we do draw lands, we're in pretty good shape to be able to start using Arch to churn through our deck as well. So I'm going to take these trades of me just blocking with stuff and them taking life. I feel like we're going to be able to race them through this method quite quickly, so we want to tap differently than that. Yeah, that'll do. Kill your flyer. You can draw. You can make a treasure. Oh, you didn't even make treasures. Sure. Yeah, let's just smash. We've still got 2 Conquistadors. Yeah, sure. This is the thing. Regardless of the number of your Conquistadors you have, you're always going to be in reasonable shape. Just because you're casting... just casting 3 mana 2/2s, like, you're still going to be able to compete with them, just being able to, like, double block and stuff. So as long as you, like, having that many means that you're going to end up having a higher number of lands in your deck as well, so you're going to find the lands to be able to cast multiple. With the Arch in our deck as well, gives us an option of being able to draw out of floods as well. Just all seems to be pretty good. This hand's pretty good. Snubhorn early, and then Conquistador Party. Especially with the number of Conquistadors we have, we're so likely to have them in our opening hands. Or certainly have them by turn 3, that we're almost always going to have these. Show that send a message. Send the message. It's all about sending the message. So we want to draw 3 Conquistadors. Skylight Legion, sure. Alright, so we found a swamp. What do we want to cast? Feel like we're just casting the Sadistic Sky Marcher. Seeing as I've already revealed vampires, I may as well try and represent a combat trick. There is no harm in it. Hopefully draw another land. That means we can then play Gleaming Barrier plus another creature. Try and get us ascended as soon as possible. Priest of the Wakening Sun, sure. Okay, Snubhorn works too, because that's going to help us toward ascending. So that's 8. That's 9, and we go and find the other Conquistadors. I think I'm quite happy attacking with a Conquistador on the ground, and if they want to make them block. Don't really want to trade off the Sky Marcher at this point. If they have a trick, want to try and learn from the cards they have as to what tricks they have. Sure, they've got a Raptor Companion in hand. Sure, they've got a Snubhorn. So we're going to ascend this turn. So I think at that point I'm good just attacking with everybody. If they have a trick here, I'm less concerned by it. And they don't have a trick, that's even better for us. So we're just going to play a Gleaming Barrier, another Conquistador. So we're going to gain 2 life, but we're just going to keep going wider and wider and wider, and eventually we're just going to have so much stuff going on. Okay, they have to cast the Raptor Companion now, so that's going to be starting to trade with stuff. Strider Harness is actually a very, very good draw. It's going to get to pump the Sky Marcher. So this is pushing in for damage. And they still don't have any tricks, so there's actually no point moving that across anywhere. We'll get to make this Vampire Revenant hasty at some point as well, which will be great. Colossal Dreadmoss, sure, you're not even close to casting that. Sure, that doesn't really achieve anything. So play Revenant. Revenant's going to get haste. Attack with everybody. Take 9, go to 1. Gotta be blocking, haven't we? Sure. We've got 4 Conquistadors in hand. They're all going to be hasty 3/3s at different points in time, so I think we got this one locked up as well. Oh no, you killed my flyer. You're still going to be dead. Smack. Wonderful. Up to 2-0. 2-0 in quick time. Onwards and upwards. Let's try and grind up the ladder tonight. Again, this hand's pretty similar to last time, apart from this one's got a Tetsamok and a removal spell when we draw some black mana, so can't complain too much about this one. Conquistador is going to give us plenty of cards out of our deck again. Gleaming Barrier is probably the worst card in their deck, but we needed just playables, so I don't mind this card against some of the aggro decks. Just means that we've got something to be able to stop ourselves from dying while we're trying to play all of our powerful cards. Conquistador, let's go and find 3 more. I'd love to find 3 more. I only have... I actually want to make sure I only take Rivals ones, because then I can potentially... If I don't take all Rivals ones, I can potentially play an Ixalan one, and they don't know about it. So just giving them an extra little bit of information. Blue Pill, Red Pill, thanks for the follow, Andrew. Oh, we drew another Conquistador. How unlucky. It's not the Ixalan one. Okay. I think at this point I'm just going to go get the other one out and discard it to hand size, because we really need to just be drawing lands at this point, so... Playing is the best thing. Playing while you're listening to other people play is just extra value, you know? Right, let's go and grab the last one and we'll discard it to hand size. Would have rather not had to do this, but seeing we've missed a land drop, I just want to increase the chances of us drawing a land for next turn as much as we can. So there's 2 that they don't know about, and then once we start drawing black sources, we're well in the game. Yeesh. Okay, Sky Marcher Aspirant. Go. I don't know about that. It's not drawing any lands at the moment. I mean, there's what? There's 14 lands and 25 cards. Can't draw any. I guess as soon as we do draw them, we're in very good shape. So, I guess that was part of the reason to not play that last turn. But hey ho. Let us try and kill this and try and start pushing in damage. Sure. You bounce your 2/5 of Doom. Wonderful. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Good to see so many people. Oh, Crested Herd Caller, that's rude. Well, land for that's going to be excellent. So this will ascend next turn, assuming I should have stamped something. That was a mistake. Playing too quickly. I don't think it's going to matter too much anyway. That's a good card. Ooh. Do I just suit up the Sky Marcher Aspirant? Feel like I just try and do that. Maybe it's greedy. Let's just play out another Conquistador and then I'm going to mark the Griffin. Yoink. I'm gonna just going to attack. I mean, I'm quite happy to let this thing trade with this if they want to, but Just taking 2 is great there. If they play a creature after combat, I'm going to be massively confused. No, we're going to ascend after combat. Nice. Nice. Superb play. Loving it. Sure, I have a sleepy flyer. And you've got that guy again. Sure. Okay, so we've got the land, so that means we're able to mark this one. Mark this one. And play a Conquistador out. Like, we're not really in a hurry here. As soon as they tap out again and we have enough mana to cast this, I'll cast it. Don't really want to play it into a counter spell. We've got plenty of other things we can be doing, so let's start off with the Dinosaur Hunter. Let's mark up the last card. No attacking. So this thing's like a 4-turn clock, but there will be a turn where... Okay, this is fine. And there will be a turn where we'll be able to get this Tetzimoc down and blow up the board, so not as concerned about that. And there will be a turn where we get to slam this Mark of the Vampire on something relevant as well, so... Take 8 this turn. Right, so we need the land for the Tetzimoc, otherwise we've got to put Mark of the Vampire on something. Okay, so we didn't hit the land, so we're currently dead to these 2, so we need to... Guess I can play the Sky Marcher. Sky Marcher, playing the Mark of the Vampire on the Dinosaur Hunter works the same as playing the Sky Marcher, so putting the mark here means that if they have a bounce spell, I'm dead, because they'll just bounce the Dinosaur Hunter. So playing the Sky Marcher works out the same, apart from I get to mark the... They don't get to trade off the Dinosaur Hunter at all. Maybe I don't care about that. I just kind of feel like I should be trying to get something more out of it. I'm not going to give them extra information, just going to cast it. Can't believe we've not actually found any land with this draw. It's been pretty ridiculous. May as well attack with the Dinosaur Hunter. It doesn't actually make a difference. Bounce the Sky Marcher. Yes, they had that anyway, so that's fine. Don't think we can win that game where we don't draw the 6th land after keeping a 3-lander. And we drew, what, 6 extra cards? 5 extra cards? Magic, that happens. Let's go on to the next one. That is part of variance and that is part of Magic. There are potentially other lines we can take to play the game slightly differently and make it last slightly longer in some of the earlier turns, but don't think we can do a whole lot differently there. This hand's great. We've got an extra land, so it means we can't miss land 4 on time, so... And we've already got the Tetzimoc too, so we'll get to mark 2 things on turn 2. Assuming they play something, otherwise we're just going to mark this one up, and then we can play Conquistadors to trade with our stuff, so... Mark this thing. Just put the fear in you. It's more just for the I've got a Tetzimoc, are you jelly kind of play, more than anything else, you know? Let's see what they play on turn 3. Sun Sentinel, sure. So Conquistador is going to come down. We're going to get to draw some more Conquistadors. We're just going to make good blockers for the stuff they've played. So we're just going to find one here just now, and then we'll find some more later on. I want to find the other Ixalan one, because it's just the one of that one. Right, opponent, what have you got for me? Kill my Conquistador, that's really rude. I'm on 12. You missed the land, you missed the land. So I think I'm just going to play a Conquistador and mark up the Sun Sentinel. Go and tutor up another Conquistador. Mark up the Sun Sentinel. Next turn we can play like a Gleaming Barrier and a Conquistador just to be able to get cards out of our hand and start being able to block a little bit more effectively. Right, so play a Gleaming Barrier, play a Conquistador, find 2 more Conquistadors. I have all the Conquistadors. Paladin the Bloodstain's a good one. I think I'm happy off just playing Dusk Charger and marking these 2 things. Just try and get as much value out of this as possible. Seeing the colours they're in, they're not gonna they're white black. They're not gonna be able to stop the Tetsamok coming down. So, they're gonna have to just keep playing stuff into it until I decide I need to cast something. And at the moment, I just don't have to. My stuff's bigger than as big as theirs. So 1 block, 2 block. Oh, stop moving about. You can have a Pride of Conquerors if you want, and we'll just trade off. No, we're just going to trade off with that. Sure. That didn't achieve a massive amount, did it? Let's play Conquistador. Let's get the last Conquistadors out of the deck. Just so we don't draw them. Let's just play this out. Can start hitting with the Conquistadors. They've done their job. Oh yeah, there's just no reason to play this thing out yet. They're going to play something bigger and scarier at some point. But this is part of the thing. Being able to play it on reveal it on turn 2, just means that they've got to play the game almost scared of it the entire time. Which means they're not playing it naturally as such. Oh, make your mind up. I'll quite happily block. Our life total's a little bit low, so this Sky Marcher's going to do some work, help us gain some life. Tetsamok's going to do its thing and touch up these vampires. And then we're going to play out another 2 Conquistadors. We get them all, didn't we? Yep. And we still have one left. Just the sheer volume of conquistadors here. Superb. I'm going to block both of the conquistadors. Oops. Yep, you can kill this conquistador too, that's fine. Let's play this out, let's play this out, and then let's touch up the cutthroat. And smack you in the air. Up to 12. And we can also Tetzamok 2 things on the turn it comes down as well. Works perfectly fine. So we're up on lands, we're up on creatures, we're up on cards in hand. Conquistador has done a very, very good job this game of just drowning the opponent in cards. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I'll block the Gleaming Bad Air, that's what it's there for. Another flyer, let's up the clock. Last conquistador. And then we've still got Tetzamok to be able to blow some stuff up later on. For the old Plague Wind. Sure. That's not achieving a massive amount. I think I'm happy enough just doing this now. I've completely stabilized the board. I get to smash in for, what's that, 9? And then I've got 18 power to attack with next turn, so even this Paladin's probably not going to be good enough. 5 in the air, they're trump blocking Tetzamok, and they potentially get to trade with Sentry. That's the best they've got. Otherwise, they're just going to have to kill some of these things. Okay, so they've got Snubborn and Paladin. They've got like another 1-drop that would be kind of awkward, just so the Snubborn's a 3/3 and it can like eat one of these guys, or it can eat the Conquistador. But they definitely need to ascend for this to be relevant. Okay with it jumping, or just like just blocking to save damage, but if they're blocking and eating my guy, it's slightly worse for us, but... Okay, they do have the extra 1-drop. I think I'm just supposed to smash with everything anyway. So we got 5 in the air anyway. Tetzamok's going to be difficult to block. I'm just going to have to block it with the token. So they're on 5, so they're dead to the flyers, so potentially could have made slightly different blocks there to not be dead to flyers, but... Hello. They don't have any good blocks here, so Snapborn trades here as well, so they'd just be left with a... I'd be left with the Sky Marcher. They'd be left with nothing. They're due some lands. Sure. Conquistador of their own. That's not doing a whole lot. That's an amazing draw. Not even sure if I want to get the Tetzimoc back yet. Kind of want it to be a surprise. I don't care about taking 3 this turn, so let's just get multiple, get all of their Conquistadors out of this. Let's just get them all. So you had 1 Conquistador. Let's just leave you with absolutely diddly squat. Why don't we? I would like my Tetzimoc back, please. Mark that one. Mark that one. Mark that one. I may as well mark my Revenant as well, because it's not doing anything. Yeah, I'm sure I would like to target that one. Okay. They didn't fancy hanging out to see what would happen when Tetzimoc resolved. Oh, we got a pack. What's in our pack? We got anything good? We got anything good? Some gems. Gems are the worst. And by the worst, I mean they're the best. They pay for stuff. Cool. Nope. Rank draft. On we go. So we're currently 3-1. Our deck is pretty good. The bots decided to pass us Conquistadors for days and a Tetzimoc, so can't complain too much. This hand's going to be pretty good if we draw 1 more land, so I think it's worth keeping. Vanquish of the Week's going to help us catch up, and then if we draw lots of lands, Tetzimoc's going to be amazing, so... Yeah, sure, I'll take the 1. We'll cast the Sky Marcher Aspirant, and just to make them aware that it's there, we'll mark up that thing. Dusk Legion Zealot, sure thing. Ping my Sky Marcher, yep, that's fine. Land would be amazing here. Didn't hit the land, that's not the end of the world. It just means that when we do end up finding land, we're probably just going to rip through our deck and get all of the Conquistadors out. To try and help us find lands. Yeesh. I'm not going to attack. Don't think it's worth getting in the 2 points of damage to then start taking damage. Okay, we're 3 colors. Bots shouldn't pass these kind of cards. This is why I have issues with bots. The way they pass cards isn't quite right. Give me land. Deck, don't do this to me. Don't do it. We're gonna die to screw here, aren't we? Okay, play the planes we didn't know about. Okay, what have you got for planes? Let me cast spells, deck. Don't care about that one. What was your deck? Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding. Yeah, it would push you into black white, wouldn't it? That's yeah, it's like this argument we were having a couple of weeks ago, like why they print cards like these. It just doesn't really make sense to me as to why they print cards that are just absolutely unbeatable in limited, and have no play in constructed. So like Golden Guardian's a prime example of that. It's just never going to see play in constructed, but it's such a powerful limited card that it has such a massive impact on the way games play out in limited. Yeah, I'm just not sure what they think about when they're printing cards like that. They just do such a job of just ruining the gameplay some of the time. It just doesn't make sense. Like cards that are mythics, like the Immortal Sun and things like that make the game very difficult. Yeah, that's fine. That's a card that's built for constructed, but whatever the one in this in Guild in Ravnica Allegiance is, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But it's just as bad. It just is impossible to play Magic with. Your opponent, your creatures get +1/+1. Your opponent's creatures get -1/-1, and you can pay mana to exile their creatures and make spirits. It's just like that card's not highly unlikely to see playing constructed just because it costs so much mana. But it just makes the gameplay of Draft and Sealed just so much worse by having that card exist. I think I'm just going to take 4 of these. I think I'm happy leaving one in the deck just now. Hi Dave, how's it going? I hope all is well with you. You onshore or offshore at the moment? Ethereal Absolution, that is exactly the card I was talking about. I just don't understand why they print cards like that. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Let's get this Dusk Charger out, and yeah, we'll hold on for a couple of turns, see if we can't ascend. Flyers cheating. Okay, so we didn't hit the land, but that's a removal spell for the Sky Marcher at least. Am I just supposed to go and get the last Conquistador out? I think I'm just supposed to get the other Conquistador. Just means I'm guaranteed to hit Ascend next turn if they don't kill anything. Not in a massive hurry anyway. Squire's Devotion, well, we'll get to Vanquish the Weak that now. Kind of glad we waited on that. Because I'd really rather kill this when it's they've already used this Squire's Devotion on it. Ooh, Trapjaw Tyrant, that one's good. Right, I'm going to play the Strider Harness and we're just going to start getting aggressive with stuff once we ascend. Let's hold back one of these. Attack with all the 3-power things. Just smash for 1,000,000. Okay, that's kind of gross. This thing's going to get out of reach. At least we get to start removing the stuff from the ground. Arch is good. I think I'm just going to play Trapjaw Tyrant this turn, so we'll just attack with these ones again. We're still dealing massive chunks of damage, so it's not like it's a massive concern that they've got this big old flyer. They've already gained a fair chunk of health. This Trapjaw Tyrant lives, which is highly unlikely to. Can try and get this thing out of the way. Never gonna live. All you've got to do is talk about it living and it dies instantly. Absolutely instantly. Oh, and you want to gain some more life? That's rude. Right. Let's... Right, what are we doing here? Are we going to play Conquistador? Are we attacking with both... Are we playing a hasty Conquistador or are we just playing 2 out? I think we're just playing 2 out. So I can attack for 10 here. They go to 6. We play out 2 Conquistadors. So they're going to go up to 14. But then we've got 14 power in play. And then we can play another 2/2 hasty guy and move the Strider Harness onto the new guy. So they're going to go up to 14. They're going to need another... I think they need something else here. Sun-Crested Pterodon, sure. So Vanquish the Weak's killing that one. That's for sure. No debating on that one. Let's hold back 1 Conquistador just in case. I think I'm happy enough hitting for 12. Because it's not going to be lethal anyway, because if they chomp block with this, it's not lethal. So I think I'd rather hold this back and be able to play the Sky Marcher to be able to block this and then swing back for a massive amount. Maybe I'm supposed to hold 2 back. This is still 10. 10 puts them to 4. They go up to 8, and then we can play a hasty flyer as well. Yeah, let's just attack like this. So they take 7 down to 7. You're blocking the Dust Charger? Sure, so you're taking 2 down to, or 1 down to 13. We then get to play this, revealing a Conquistador. The only question is, am I blocking or not? And I think the question is not. Think if they're going to have a combat trick, they're going to have a combat trick. Yep, so they're on 17. They've got a Dust Charger of their own. Let's attack with everyone. This thing's been massively annoying. They take 6, they go down to 11. We just don't get enough power in play, do we? Really need to find the Tetzamok. Just a shame I just wasn't on slightly more life where I could suit this up and attack and not have to chomp block here. Chomp blocking here. Well, it does mean they don't have a kill spell, but it does mean we're dead on board, so we do need to find something. Another Dust Charger. Come on, let's draw the Tetzamok. Or just draw nothing and lose. That's massively sad. That deck was capable of significantly more than that. Screwed once, and yeah, that happened. So, just for the reason I didn't play the Vanquish of the Week earlier on against the 2-3 was just to play around a combat trick. So if they had like a moment of triumph, we get massively blown out by that. So it was just to try and avoid getting blown out by that, which is why I didn't play it at that point. Well, they still had white and black up, which was the point where I was considering doing it. But I don't think it was worth taking that risk at that point. Just the downside is massive, like the counter our spell, and yeah, it doesn't work out particularly well for us. So, right. Anyway, let's draft again, and let's see where we get to. So, for those of you that haven't tuned in before, For draft, what we do is we use Deckmaster. So you can click on the card that you actually think we should be picking using a voting system. So you can literally just click on the card you see on the screen and vote for which card you think we should be picking. So I believe it's on. I believe it's working. If it isn't, I'll be surprised. But no, it is working. I've just checked. So this one's actually really close for me. I really like Forerunner of the Legion. I think it's an excellent card. Just being able to tar up your good vampires is excellent. But Needletooth Raptor is just a silly, silly card. Always just being a pain in the arse. The rest of the pack's quite weak, but I think it's Radiant Destiny. You really need your vampires to pay off for this card to be good, or your dinosaurs. Just quite hard to get there with it. But these two I think are really, really close. It just tends to be based on personal preference between the two. So I have a tendency to prefer playing white over red. So I'm gonna go for the Forerunner of the Legion. I think it's just got slightly more upside. I don't like the way the red dinosaurs deck plays out. It's just so good though, isn't it? Jeez. Doesn't work on mobile. It did work on mobile before. They've obviously changed something. Oh, it's so close. Oh, we'll go Needletooth Raptor. What the hell? Oh, punished. So this pack's quite good. We've got Sky Marcher, which we had in the last draft, which is a nice little life-linking flyer. Squire's Devotion's an excellent aura that helps you go big with it. Tuscadon is an excellent dinosaur. Just chunks in for a massive amount of damage. So my pick is Tuscadon here. Goes really well with our first pick. Similar kind of strategy, so that's what we'll be aiming toward. We can figure out what our second colour is going to be. Hopefully we'll be able to be in one of the dinosaur colours, but we'll see how it gets on. This one we have another Sky Marcher, which would be excellent if we go on vampires. Conquistador as well. Vona's Hunger is an interesting card. Not necessarily good, but interesting. Frilled Death Spitter is a nice card on curve for us, and it's on colour with cards we've already picked, so going to continue trying to cut red. We're already passed all these black and white cards, so in theory, in a paper draft, they're not going to be coming back anyway, so this pack's not very good. Yeah, none of these cards are massively inspiring. Just going to go with the Stone Quarry to try and make our mana work when we are dinosaurs. Tillinani's Crown is excellent with Needletooth Raptor, excellent with Tuscadon. I'm just going to pick that one up here. Frilled Death Spitter works really nicely as well, just need more creatures. I like Sun-Colored Raptor, but Squire's Devotion's excellent. I think that's quite late for Squire's Devotion, so we're going to pick that. That might well end up being our second colour. Bravado's reasonable, even without any pirates. Horncrest isn't great. I'll pick the Bravado. It's probably not going to make the cut, depending on how many crowns and stuff like that we get. But we'll see how we get on. There's nothing in that pack. Nothing in that pack either. Or that one. Or that one. Okay, so we're just looking for some... Oh, we picked a Forerunner of the Empire. Well, Tendershoot Rides in this pack. Oh, Tendershoot Rides in this pack. Oh, what are we supposed to do with this one? Forerunner of the Empire is the best payoff card to go with Needletooth Raptor. So Forerunner of the Empire, you get to tutor up your Needletooth Raptor, and then when you play Needletooth Raptor, you get to deal 1 damage to everything, which then means that this acts as a kill spell, which is just filthy. But Tendershoot Ride is one of the most disgusting cards in the format. But I'm leaning toward Forerunner of the Empire, which feels wrong, but it's just the exact payoff we want for what we're doing. I'm just going to pick it before I change my mind, I think. Oh, it's so close. We're not committed to any other colours. Tendershoot Ride is just so good. Oh, screw it. Let's go Tender Shoot Dryad. We'll pick something else up. Wow, Path of Discovery is amazing. This is such a good card for card advantage. Just being able to make all of your creatures explorers excellent. Especially now we've got Tender Shoot Dryad. It works so well with that, making all your saplings explore. Another Tuscadon is fine. Probably want more things like Dreadmaw if we're going to end up being red-green. Going to pick Path of Discovery. I think this card's excellent. Cherished Hatchling's interesting, but not amazing. But we don't have any good 2s, and I think that we can probably pick up these Raptors slightly later on. Maybe that's not true. Maybe we want these Raptors first. Let's go with the Raptor. Shake the Foundations is a really good card to be able to trigger our Enrage while being able to deal with vampires. So I'm going to pick this one. There's not a whole lot else in there. There's a Dreadmaw, but it's a good time to pick that. Hunt the Weak is great. There's not a whole lot of removal in red-green. There's a couple of commons, but not many. Hunt the Weak fills that spot quite nicely. Hardy Veteran is a good 2-drop. It's good and aggressive. 2/4 as attacker. It's just great. I think having a big butt in this deck is better because of stuff like Crown. It helps push in for more damage. Thunderherd Migration is going to be good in this. Help us ramp to our big stuff. I really don't like any of these cards apart from the Trailblazer, but it's not really good for this deck, but we'll pick that one anyway. Probably just another Raptor. Dreadmaw. I don't like the Frillback, but we might play it. Aggressive Urge, I guess we might play. Okay, so we're in good shape. Just need to find some more payoffs in this pack. Eesh. Likes to make our life difficult with picks this draft, don't they? Wow. Scavenger, Charging Monster, and Autopec Huntmaster. Huntmaster is just so good because it just turns all of our spells one cheaper, gives them haste, makes them massive. Monster Sorcerer is great by itself. And Deathgorge Scavenger just has so much versatility while being a 3-drop, but I think it's actually worse than these two for what we've got going on at the moment. I think it's just the Monstrosaur, because then it just means that we're not having to rely on that card at all. Like, we have to rely on this card a lot if we pick it, whereas Monstrosaur we don't have to rely on anything else. I'm gonna go with that. Branch Walker is pretty good. It's an upgrade to the Trailblazer. Helps us hit land drops. Whatley. Well, we've already got a Stone Quarry. Feel like I should probably splash the Planeswalker that makes dinosaurs. Feel like I'm going to do that. Yeah, there is no mercy. Exali's Keeper, Crushing Canopy, Crash the Ramparts. We'll just take the 2/2. Yeah, these bots have been smoking something tonight, but I'm okay with it. Gonna take an Unknown Shores over these other things just in case we end up playing the Whatley. We'll see how the deck's looking. Yeah, Commune's probably fine. Pounce is fine. Another Commune. Jeez, getting hooked up late here. Atsakan Archer's actually very good. Atsakan Archer's excellent because it can fight the Needletooth Raptor too to trigger it. Crash the Ramparts is great. Okay, so we've gotten hooked up here. Now it's just a matter of trying to build this deck, because I don't know how we're going to do this. Right, okay, so I think this is just worse than the Exali's Keepers. What are we at? We need to cut non-creatures, actually. Aggressive Urge is the worst card in our deck, I think. Atsakan Archer is great dealing with flyers and also helps us enrage this Raptor. Don't need to play anywhere near that many number of planes. We're not going to play any. We'll just get there off the Stone Quarry and the Unknown Shores if we need to. I guess we can play 1 plains. We've got a commune with the dynasty. Got 2 communes as well, which are going to help us find the lands if we need them. So, Tendershoot Dryad's fine. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of 2s, which is good. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty good. Yeah, let's run with this. Yeah, I know, I've taken a screenshot. Well done. You figured it out. Right, cool. Let's see how we get on with this one. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. We should be live for good couple hours probably still. Oh, this one's awkward on the play. Oh, screw it. It's best of 1. Don't like mulliganing. Don't care that Huatley's like a mulligan. I would probably... These cards are fine. Hello. Lands is good with this, so... I have no discipline. I don't care about having no discipline. Who cares about discipline? Discipline's no fun. See, we drew a 2-drop. We'll be fine. And the way this is going to work is that we're going to draw the enchantment so we can explore, and then we're going to play Tendershoot Dryad, and that's the order that's going to work, and it's going to be amazing. See, Path of Discovery. I called it. Like, that's just how this is going to work. We're going to draw land next turn. Then we're going to play Tendershoot Dryad, and we're just going to have lots of fun. That's how this works. If you call it and it's on top, it's perfect. It's all you ever need. Now, opponent, don't interact with me. That would be really rude. Just don't do it. I'll trade with this raptor. If they've got tricks, I don't mind them having tricks. Pumps. Okay. Nice. Well, we didn't get the land there, but not a massive issue. Let's play this Atzican Archer out. We get to stack this so that we'll just explore first. Chuck that in the graveyard. That's big enough, and then we're going to fight this thing. Sequence that slightly poorly because I should have attacked with the Ixali's Keeper, but never mind. Ripjaw Raptor. That's rude. Ooh, Branchwalker. Double Explorers. Sure. No, I need lands. No, I need lands. So we did the whole drawing the Path of Discovery on turn 4. We just haven't got the lands to be able to cast a Tendershoot Dryad and absolutely wreck them yet. But we'll get there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. We'll get there. Gross. That thing's large. That's gross. Needletooth Raptor. Well, I have to play this one out. I need to explore. I need to try and hit lands. Oh my word. Need to bin it. Yikes. How many cards have we seen? 4 lands in the first 17. Good. Good. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Come on. At least the Raptor is going to be awkward for them. Like, they can't push in properly with this. So, Register is going to deal 1 to the Raptor. Like, they're going to get to draw a heap of cards this turn, but, like, needs must. So, Branch Walker is going to block here, and then we're going to double block here. They're going to have some kind of trick to blow us out, but I think we just need to make these blocks. Try and clear up the mess. One way or the other, if they've got 2 tricks, they've got 2 tricks. Oh, they've got nothing, sure. So they get to draw an extra card here, but them having nothing's really good for us. Like, getting to keep the Needletooth Raptor here for a turn. Like, if they kill it here, that's fine, but Traveler's Amulet, sure. Wayward Swordtooth, sure. That's large. As long as we find lands, we're fine, so I'm not too concerned. And Protein Raider, sure, that's going to be a Needletooth Raptor, isn't it? That's really... Why did you attack with a 4/4? Oh, you're just making another Wayward Swordtooth. Sure. Why wouldn't you make a Needletooth Raptor? Don't understand why you wouldn't make a Needletooth Raptor there, but hey-oh. Hey-oh! Alright, Tendershoot Dryad. There we go. On the land chain now. Let's start drawing some lands here, boys! Don't kill my Tendershoot Dryad. Don't be a spoiled sport. Ugh. Stop it. Am I just supposed to take 8? Nah, I can't be supposed to take 8. Right, I can block like this, and I get to kill both their things. That seems fine. Take 7 and kill their board. Then I've got a Tendershoot Dryad. Kill that one. Library. Keep that one. Play this one. Whee! Graveyard. Don't need that one. Oh, Dreadmaw, that's huge. What are we going to do about that one? This is disgusting, by the way. Holy shit, this is disgusting. Right, let's do this here and then Hunt the Week and just get this game over with. Oh, but opponent! I wanted to attack you. Okay, that was sweet. Even though we missed a few land drops there, that was sweet. That was definitely sweet. Thanks very much, everyone, for hanging out tonight. We should be doing at least probably another draft after this one. Yeah, we'll see how we get on, but yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. So first draft we went 3-3, probably deserved slightly better than that, but this one we're currently 1-0, and it's looks like good fun. Path of Discovery is an excellent card. Who knew Path of Discovery good card? Who knew? Shake the Foundation is going to be pretty good here as well. It's going to help us trigger Enrage. Hopefully they play some X1s. Death Spit of their own, sure. We drew the Needletooth Raptor. That's amazing, because we'll get to Shake the Foundations with our Needletooth Raptor. That's exactly how we drew it up. when Shake the Foundations is like more than a removal spell for like X ones, then it's just great. Just great. Let's just get this Path of Discovery down and let's start drawing some cards off our creatures. That'd be amazing. Okay, I'll take 2. I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. I got this. So let's explore with this bad boy. I don't need that one. So this thing's going to be... This is a 2-turn clock, so they're going to have to deal with that one pretty quick. Oh no! You tapped him. That's rude. Alright, let's play a mountain. Let's not tap like that, Arena. I don't want that one. Kind of awkward that I couldn't wait a turn, so I could definitely get the Shake the Foundations down, but should be fine anyway. We should be able to get some value out of this. No blocks. Oh, yes. Play your X1s. Play the X1 of Doom. Loving that. So let's cast this one. Would love to cast this one. Kill this one. Please and thank you. I don't need to attack now. Just want to kind of hold up the board a little bit. Make sure we live long enough. Want to make sure we can find some more of our creatures. Path's going to help us get there. I'm not going to block. I'll wait till we've got 2 creatures. So we can at least 2-for-1 them again. Sure. You played a 2-2. You got it. Mutiny. That's a weird line. Sure, kill your creature. Guess you just want it off the board, but sure. Branchwalker, wonderful. Explore. Right, let's find like Tendershoot Dryad or Huatli. Huatli, there we go, perfect. Huatli's gonna be good here. Huatli's gonna be good here. I can feel it. Sure. I'll block. If we play this thing out, I'm just going to shoot it with a Watley. Sure, I'll shoot it. Ah, see now, it's better than Jade Light Ranger. It only cost me 2 mana, you know? Value. So these tokens are going to start exploding, going to help us dig towards some more action. Let's just keep on chugging in, make some 3/3s. It's fine. Don't you worry about puking. This is just this is perfectly safe for work. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. I think we can do better than that one. Let's start attacking. I honestly forget this card actually exists because it just never actually sees play. I just forget it exists. Make a 3/3. fact, these these dinosaurs have trample as well is great. Sing the song of fame. Yeah, we'll leave a commune on top. That's likely to find some kind of lethal creature. Smack. Playing Exali's Keeper. And we'll keep that one on top. May as well play our land out. I think we might have this one. Not sure. We might have it. Ah, we got it. We got it. Beautiful. Ooh, we get a free card. Look at that. Look at that. Diamond Mare. Look at that. So we're 2-0 at the moment in this one. This deck looks great on looked pretty good on paper, and it's turning out to be even better. Yeah, Path of Discovery, Tendershoot Dryad, and Huatley. Who knew? Like things that made extra tokens are good with Path of Discovery. Who knew? This one's got Shake the Foundations and Tendershoot Dryad, Hunt the Weak. This is probably fine. It's not as strong as the other ones, but I think it's still fine. Shake the Foundation cycles as well, so Commune's a good one. I think I'm actually in for the land here. Thunderherd Migration is excellent. So we get to find the plains. We don't have double greens other than Colossal Dreadmaw, so that's fine. So we get to play out Tendershoot Dryad quite early here. So need a Moment of Craving here to deal with this Tendershoot Dryad. They don't have that, they're going to be in pretty big trouble. So that's not a way to deal with Tendershoot Dryad. I'll take it. They missed their land drop too, wow. This card is disgusting. I forget how disgusting this card is. Like I remember playing with it when we were testing for the Pro Tour, but like my word, this card is stupid. So stupid. So guys, I think the real question is, who's going to be the first person to send me any bits or subscribe to me? Someone's got to be the first. You could any kind of cheering makes you #1. That's what it says in the screen. Look, it says it right here. It says it right here. Cheer now to be #1. Any of you can be that #1 if you want to be. That is. Yeah, we've got multiple ways of making chunky 3/3s. Our opponent's in the tank, which is great. I guess the only card that kind of blows us out is the -2/2 spell. Golden Demise. But I think that's the only one. Are they dead? They're dead, right? Sure. Kill you. $19 you. Whee! 3-0. Nice and easy, that one. Onwards. Onwards. I just want to make all the 3/3s. 3/3s for days. That's all we need to do. Yikes, this is an awkward hand. I'm still going to keep it because, you know, I don't mulligan, so. Never mulligan. You can never get annoyed by mulliganing to 4 if you don't ever mulligan. It's just easy logic. Okay. Discipline is for chumps. You're right, Jaren. Discipline is for chumps. What is discipline anyway? You blocking? No. Take some damage. I think the green source's hand's great. I mean, we're in pretty reasonable shape anyway. This charging Tuskedon is a very good card. So there's the green source. So let's start by attacking with this raptor, because I'll quite happily trade with this knight. Because that's potentially scary. This one, I think I'm just happy to take a land here. Don't really need the Death Spitter, just want to be able to get this Tuskedon down and make sure it lives long enough to be able to kill them with it. I mean, this thing plus Ramparts plus Hunt the Weak is lethal again, so yeah, we just need 2 more lands and we can kill them, so easy. Easy. Never in doubt. Atsakan Seer, sure. Dreadmaw's a good one too. Tuskedon of Doom is great though. I love Tuskedon of Doom. Huatli of their own. They have a Huatli, I have a Huatli, everyone has a Huatli. Do you guys have a Huatli? Oh, they ascend this turn as well. That's gross. That's really bad. I think I'm just supposed to play to the... Guess I can potentially just play the path out. Dead am I? No. Path, Ixali's Keeper, try and find another land. And then be able to combo kill them next turn. Well, we'll leave that on top anyway. See if they try and pressure us at all. Well, at least she's going to make another friend. We'll see what they block with this Tuskedon. We didn't draw the land, did we? Because we'd found that. So let's play the Dreadmaw out. So that's the land for the combo-y trick. Sure. So you've still got 1,000,000 creatures. You've got a Sky Marcher 2. Sure, you can start hitting me in the air. No. Interesting. Let's try and kill you. So they're giving me options anyway. I think that's fine. So we're gonna 6, 10, 13. Let's just pump the Dreadmaw. Kill their flyers. And yeah. Needed them to just not block anything there. Their Huatli was just getting them too much value. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. It's got Tender Shoot Dried in the opener. I'm going to keep this one. Perfect. Land's a good start. Lands are great. Just need more of them. Gilt Grove Stalker. That dies to shake, which is good for us. Hopefully they play something else that dies to shake and we can just cycle that on 3. That'd be ace. There's no need to pump this or anything, so hopefully they just... oh, they do as well. That's great. They're in Merfolk, so yeah, they get a card out of that one, but as long as they don't have a Jade Baiter, we get to kill both of those. Looks like they do have a Jade Baiter, though. No, they don't. Okay, sure. Let's just get rid of those. Clear the board up. And they've got a Kumana, sure. Let's just take the Dreadmaw. This isn't that scary until they have quite a lot of Merfolk, so we should be able to get this Pounce out at some point. Yep. Yep, take my 2 and like it. What you got? Nothing? Nothing. Sure. Let's cast this guy. This is the bait one for the counter spell. I want to make sure that we can get something down. That's fine. That one resolved, so should be able to pounce and get this thing off the table before they start drawing cards with it. Got some kind of... They got the bounce spell? Must have the bounce spell. Yeah, sure. Jade Baiter's gross. What else have you got? Storm Sculptor 2, that's disgusting. Yikes, 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 yikes. Yep. Yep, take my 3. This one not looking so hot. Right, so we just need to live the next turn so we can hunt the weak and pounce. And them not bounce this thing. We're going to draw a card end of turn. Sure. That's scary because they're going to get to put counters on their stuff. Go and attack me. Please attack me. Attacking me would be ace. Thank you. Right, okay, so we're going to hunt the weak. Dreadmaw off of Kumena. Sure. Weird way to tap. Okay, so they had nothing there. Let's put a stop in their upkeep so we can kill the Storm Sculptor. It was pretty safe to do that. The game didn't let them respond enough, so we used the knowledge of the game there a little bit to our advantage to make sure they didn't have something there, so we could make sure their two biggest threats are off the table. So just kind of need to live long enough now. Tendershoot Dryad should be able to take over the game. Bounce my Dreadmaw, sure. So you get to push in for 2. Attack with everything, sure. Block that guy. Okay, right, what are we doing? Let's cast... Why does he keep tapping in weird ways? Branchwalker. Graveyard that one. Let's just leave it like that. Means we can cast this Crash the Ramparts to make sure that our stuff doesn't die. You really just need to stay alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Quite happily make this trade. We'll win the long game with our hand, so... I really just want to be able to keep this Crash up just to make sure we just don't get cheesed out by this Guiltgrove Stalker. Just want to make sure that we can, if they have like double bounce spell, that we can pump the other guy to make sure we can block. Really just don't want to die. Like we're, as I say, we're going to win the long game. They're flooding out a little bit now too. Another land here would be great. Charging Monstrosaur. Right, let's just get the Tendershoot Dryad down because it's going to make 3/3s. Attack with 1 Death Spitter. Make some 3/3s. Could play the Monstrosaur next turn. Bounce my Tendershoot Dryad, sure. Cool. Nice. So we're up to 4-1. On to another one. This deck's been pretty sweet. Certainly can't complain. I hope everyone's doing really well tonight. We should be able to get another draft after this one, I think. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, ideally we'd like to get out of this tier tonight, but we'll see how we get on. Need to just keep winning. Can't really afford to lose to get out of this tier tonight, so see how we get on. Cool. Cheers for tuning in, Jaron. We'll catch you on Friday. Dusk Legion Zealot, sure. Commune. Let's see if we can find something big and scary. That one's big and scary. No attacking. Whatley's going to be able to clean up a mess in a couple of turns' time, so that'll be fine. Wanted Scoundrels, that's fine. Smaller than my Monstrosaur, give some treasures to help us progress. Now we've got Monstrosaur, Can play the Huatley, start killing stuff. Raider's Wake, sure, that's annoying. Right, so I think I'm just discarding this Tuscadon. The rest of my stuff's pretty good, so... I think Huatley's just making a 3-3. I don't need that one. Okay, they're done. Awesome, we'll take the free wins. Up to gold 1. Let's see if we can get out gold tonight. That'd be awesome. Alright, 5 and 1. 5 and 1 with this one. It's been pretty good. Yeah, that game went quite well. I'll take the concedes to Huatley. I mean, I think I'd imagine they've just not got a removal spell there, and their Wanted Scoundrel then just gets us so far ahead on mana that it's not worth them continuing on there. Land or Monstrosaur? Monstrosaur just seems so good here, right? Just go Monstrosaur. Be greedy. Greed is life. Greed is life. Okay, we got the Death Spitter, so we've got our 3-drop. Hunt the Weak to be able to Death Spitter kill something. That'll be fine. Sworn Guardian, sure. Needletooth Raptor's a great draw, so we're just looking for lands now. Yeah, sure. You saw the line. Play Death Spitter. So yeah, if we just draw lands from this hand, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Sailor Means is a good one for them. Attack with a Death Spitter. Quite happy just to kill the Sworn Guardian here. Try and get the stuff off the table. Pterodon Knight, sure. That's a strange curve. Land, Needletooth Raptor, go. Needletooth Raptor gets to fight the Sailor of Means to be able to kill stuff, which is ace. They need like a hard removal spell, which these colours don't tend to provide. They could bounce it. Bouncing it would be a little bit of tempo, but not the end of the world. You want my Needletooth Raptor? That's really rude. Right, so we're going to attack with this one. We're just going to have to pounce these two. I can't afford that thing to be killing my Monstrosaur, so... Entrancing Melody, eh? Yikes. At least we've got the Monstrosaur as a follow-up, and we've still got a removal spell. Jace Cunning Castaway. Sure, that doesn't really achieve a whole lot. Okay, so we're looting. Just gonna get Monstrosaur in and get it slamming in at Jace Cunning Castaway. Can't block this Pterodon Knight now anyway, so they can chump the Sailor of Means if they want to keep Jace alive, but that's fine. Lots of Planeswalkers flying about in these games tonight. Lots and lots of planeswalkers. So we can use the Crown to kill the Raptor Companion, use the Hunt the Wake to kill a blocker, get this Jace off the table. The Crown being a removal spell for this Companion here is quite good. Water not my Monster Soar, that's really rude. Tendershoot Dryad. Well, okay. Doesn't deal with the Pterodon Knight, but it's going to be not good enough for the Raptor Companion, then we can Hunt the Weak the Pterodon Knight next turn. So that's us up to 8 permanents. We'll go down to 7 if they attack with a Companion, which they might well do. No, they decide not to. Oh, they're churning through so many cards. Did they bin a Pterodon Knight? That seems loose. They've got 2 Planeswalkers. Well, I thought I was being rude. Well, it's this one. Right, well, at least we get to kill this. Go away. Go away. Got to let this Jace ultimate, but I can't really afford to let this Angrath stay around. Like, this is going to be quite an interesting game to see if we can beat the double Planeswalker deck. Like, the rest of their cards are so medium. Wonder how their draft actually went. Okay, so you got 2... Oh, they look cool. I've not seen them before. They look awesome. So make a 2-2. Make a 2-2? Yeah. Yikes. Before I do this, I'm going to check that it becomes target of a spell. Right. I nearly made a mistake there. Right, so these are all going to attack. I'm just going to attack face, I think. Don't care about these things going up again, so... They need to draw another specific red source to be able to steal 2 things, so... Just going to gain 5 life, just to make sure that I'm not just dead. Much as it kind of feels bad, I think I just need to make sure. Means they can like steal Tendershoot Dryad or steal tokens or whatever, but it's not really achieving anything. If they steal a token, it doesn't... Well, I guess they could... In theory, they could steal the Monster Soar. But if they steal a Tendershoot Dryad, my tokens are 1/1s and I can chomp it. And if they steal the token, it's a 1/1, not a 3/3. So I think I'm actually in reasonable shape here. These Jaces aren't doing a whole lot from here. This is a pretty nuts game for limited. Just throwing planeswalkers and rares about. This is pretty good. Gain control of that thing. Yep, sure. So you get to hit me, and that lets you loot. Are we attacking Huatley, or are we attacking me? Lots of options. Still think it might have been correct to steal the Monstrosaur. We may have not been considering that because of it being already being tapped. So they're all attacking me. I think I'm just blocking 2 of them. I don't think I care too much. I get this thing back and then I get to make another token again, so... Just take my 2. Again, just trying to make sure I stay alive. I know that those things are 3/3 attackers, but I just want to make sure that they don't rip something that can kill me. Because that would not be good. Seeing as we've managed to combat the Angrath already, we'd love to be able to beat the Jace as well. But they're both in the same set, thinking about it. They're both in the same set. Right, so we've got 2, 5, 9. Let's just kill this captivating crew. Attack you. Yep, make a 2-2. I'm assuming we're making another 2-2. No, we're going up. Interesting. Got a flyer. Flyer's interesting. Sun-Colored Raptor's a reasonable draw. Right, so if we make 2 things not block, are they dead? Yes. So if we make 2 things not block, they can block 4 power, and then they die, so... Attack you. Sweet game. Sweet, sweet game. That was awesome. Lots of stuff going on in that game, but that was really good. So we are, what's that, 6-1 now? Freebie card. Shanna, sure. 6-1. Let's go. Let's go again. Let's go for the trophy. Let's go for the trophy. Yep, Thunderherd migration into stuff and things is going to be pretty good, so... Not having the second red's kind of awkward because I would like to get the white, but we'll see what we draw next turn. I think I'm going to be greedy and just make sure I have the white. Just want to make sure I have it. Like, our deck's so much better when we can cast Watley if we find it, so... Found the red source anyway, which is great, just how we drew it up. Found another Death Spitter. Spitting death all over the place. Take my 1. Assuming you've got nothing else there, because you didn't cast anything last turn. I'm a genius. Just going to play out this Tuscadon. Might be able to cheat a win out by just Watleying and stopping their stuff from blocking and getting in damage with this thing, so... Steadfast Armosaur, sure. Are we blocking? We are. I think I'm just supposed to play the Death Spitter out, just not show them Watley yet. Again, we've nearly got them dead, so at the point where we're able to just push through damage, like I'm just going to attempt to kill them here. They got a counter, but I'm just going to -2, ping this. I was thinking about doing the Death Spitters, but Don't think it's worth it. Stop your guys from blocking. Sweet. Awesome. Got the 7-1. First 7-1 on stream in a few days, which is nice. Just kind of been falling short of that. We managed to get up to gold 2, and we've had a couple of really awkward draws. So yeah, really nice one. Right, okay, let's crack some packs and then we will do another draft. Let's see what we get. Goring Ceratops, that one's not very good. Captain Lannery Storm, sure. Okay, rank draft. Go again. Right, so this one has a Golden Demise, a Gulta, Direfleet Neckbreaker, Luminous Bonds, and Bombard are basically the picks. I don't think this one's actually particularly close. I think it's just Golden Demise, as good as Gulta can be. Golden Demise is just a very, very ridiculous card, just breaks the board. Similar to how some of the Anthem effects work, so things like your +2/+2 effects across the board. This one just does the same, but instead of just being able to do that, it just kills their creatures, which is just even better. Before you actually need to attack, being able to do that with or without your creatures, with or without Ascend, is very, very great. And the way this this format shapes up, it's usually excellent. So it's going to be Golden Demise. This one has a Bombard, which I like. It pairs quite nicely with the Golden Demise. Couple of good green cards, but I just tend to not like green. Although Forerunner is probably the best green card. Just helps you find all your other cards. But I'm going to go with the Bombard. Like, these are two of the premium removal spells, so it's a good start to be able to go in either direction. We've got a Moment of Craving here as well, which is another premium removal spell. So I'm going to go with that. It's the strongest card in the pack as well, so it's a good sign. This one's not as strong. We've got a Spirewinder, which kind of pairs quite nicely with the first two black cards. Or a Fathom Fleet Border, which would be okay. I think I'm going to go with Spirewinder. I think it's got more upside than Fathom Fleet Border. And obviously can still splash a Bombard from a blue-black deck. This one doesn't have too much apart from Squire's Devotion. There wasn't any white cards in the last pack, but Squire's Devotion and Sky Marcher Aspirant are both good cards. I think I prefer Squire's Devotion over Sky Marcher Aspirant here. Just trying to keep myself open. Like, we could pick the Freebooter, but it's not an amazing card. We could still be white-black vampires and be that. So I think we're going to pick the Squire's Devotion. Keep ourselves open. This one... a Snubborn Sentry or a Deadeye Rigcaller, neither of which are massively exciting. I think Snubborn Sentry is better based on the cards we've already picked. Rigcaller is not amazing. It has to kind of be the top end card of your blue-red deck to be good. I'm going to go with Snubborn Sentry. Kind of awkward because Spirewinder is great, but I think I'm still going to pick it and just keep ourselves entirely open. Don't think the red's open, but we'll keep ourselves open and see what comes in the next pack. I think Moment of Triumph's fine. The rest is kind of medium. Freebooter's fine. The rest is medium. We'll pick the land just in case. Pterodon's fine. Secrets is great. Raptor's not very good. Plummet's not very good. So just trying to keep ourselves open and give ourselves as much opportunity to be able to move into whatever colour we think is open in pack 2. So this pack's kind of awkward. There's Pirate's Pillage, which is a good Ascend card, but our Ascend cards are kind of all over the place. Don't really want to be solid 3 colors. Waternaut's a good blue card if we were going to be blue, but we do only have a couple of blue cards. We're kind of we've kind of just left ourselves entirely open to anything, so I think my preference is Waternaut just as a removal spell. I don't think any of the other cards are as strong, so I'm going to pick the Waternaut. Nezahal. Is this card even good? Probably. Got an Impale or the Nezahal. What are we looking at if we cut all of these white cards and just the bad red cards? That's looking like a solid core to a start. Nezahal's probably just too expensive. I think Sailor of Means is exactly where we want to be. Just sets us up for what we're wanting to do. Gonna go with a Sailor. I think it's a safer pick. It's more conservative. Deadeye Brawler is not even close in this pack. It's great. It's exactly the kind of payoff we're looking for out of that. I think I'm happy enough picking a Traveler's Amulet here. It's going to help us find a red source so we can play the Bombard. We can also leave it in play to be able to ascend. So that one's quite nice. Another Sailor. I think it's an easy pick there. I like Dusk Legion Zealot for the same reason. It just helps us hit ascend, just replaces itself. I think it's pretty close with Evolving Wilds, but we're kind of shy on creatures, so I think Dusk Legion Zealot's a good one there. I'll take another Secrets. Don't need another one after that, though. I can take a Gleaming Barrier. Don't mind playing one. Play Recover just in case we find something decent in pack 3. We want to be able to recover. Take a Stone Quarry for the same reason, just in case we find something in pack 3. Okay, we'll tidy out the rest of this pack. Take the Foul Archer in case we open Vraska. Didn't open Vraska. Overflowing Insight's not very good. Tempest Caller's pretty good, but not in this kind of deck. Skymark's Bloodletter is probably the best card here for us. We're very low on creatures, so I think that is the pick. Dreamcaller Siren's excellent. It's going to be a good win condition. We've already got a couple of Pirate and Sailor of Means, so shouldn't have too much issue being able to trigger that as well. The only other card in this pack is probably Direfleet Hoarder or the Interloper. So Siren's pretty good there. Windstrider's a good finisher. We don't have too many vampires to be able to play Deacons, so that one's fine. Another Sailor of Means goes down really nicely. The other cards just aren't quite as powerful. I like Prosperous Pirates. It's going to help us make sure we're able to spell a lot of the time. We don't have any equipment at all, do we? No. We'll put a Cutthroat in there just in case. I like Marauding Looter over the 4th Sailor, I think. Perilous Voyage is a nice one. Extra ways to interact with them. Another Bounce spell. And we'll just finish off the draft. Okay, so I think this went okay. Not like massively excited about it, but I think we're in reasonable shape. Need to cut a non-creature. We didn't find anything good to be able to recover, so we'll cut the recover. I think the rest is pretty reasonable. Definitely don't need that many mountains. I think this is fine. Like again, it's not massively great, but like we've got enough card draw. We've got a couple of really good cards. Lots of flyers to be able to kill them. So obviously missing some 2-drops. We could probably have done with some more of those, but we'll probably be fine. We've got the Golden Demise as well. It'll hopefully get us there. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. We probably live for the end of this draft. We'll see how long this one takes. We might be able to squeeze another one in, but we'll see how we get on. Thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. This one's fine. We've got Highland Lake, so we can use the Bombard. Secrets are going to be able to draw us into some stuff. The border's a little bit awkward because we haven't got any other creatures, but I'm sure we'll manage. Being able to cast our hand is pretty good. Like our deck doesn't have too many low drops anyway, so Sailor Means is excellent here. It's going to give us a way to be able to turn on this Cutthroat's ability. Going to hold off playing the black for as long as possible just to conceal the fact that we're 3 colours. Spirewinder, sure. That's going to die in a blaze of bombardment. Go on, block. Just going to play the looter out and try and get our value out of this. Going to discard the island. Another Spirewinder, sure. That smells like a double block that's going to get blown out. I think I'm fine with this happening, and then I'm just going to kill one with the Cutthroat. Like, that's about as much value as I'm getting out my Sailor of Means. Yeah, and I'm definitely a looter, so let's crack the treasure, and we'll just go and get a land, and then we'll loot. I don't need another mountain, so may as well get that to discard it. Golden Guardian. Kill that one, please. Hit you for 7. Oh, I would love to do this. I forgot about that. Let's just keep throwing away lands. Don't need any of those. Water Trap Weaver, that's really rude. I really wanted to attack with all my creatures. If they don't attack with a Spirewinder, I'm going to kill the Water Trap Weaver. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've not quite ascended yet. I'm going to be greedy and hold this for a turn. Perilous Voyage is a nice one. Bounce their Spirewinder out of the way. Yep, cool. Easy. Okay, 2 wins to get leveled up, which would be awesome. So we just need to... What, 5 and 3? 5 and 3 gets us there, so... 5 and 3 would be awesome to finish it with. I think this deck's more than capable of that, so... As long as I play tightly enough, we should be okay. This is a pretty similar hand to the last one. Let's keep. Golden Demise is going to be a good one. Obviously, we just need to draw black sources, but that should be fine. Having the red source to be able to cast Looter is good, so... Okay, with mana being slightly awkward. There's Dusk Legion Zealot, and our mana's perfect. Never in doubt. 2 secrets means I'm quite happy to churn 1 secrets early, so we can try and hit some more land drops, get our double black. I think I'm happy enough to make this trade, give him the 1-1. Knowing that the Golden Demise is going to kill stuff anyway. Yeah, that one's fine. Okay, they didn't want to attack, which is interesting. I think I'm happy enough just to draw 2 here. I know I have to discard, but I think that's fine. Just like a charter course there. Yeah, I just kind of feel like we need to get into some better cards. Our card quality feels a little bit poor, so... No blocks just now. See what we're working with. Okay, they've not played anything there. Let's cast Sailor of Means. No attacks. See if we can't get something else out of this Golden Demise. Try and be a little bit greedier with it. Oh, we'll get a flyer out of it too. That's amazing. That's about all you could ever ask for out of a lowly Golden Demise. I thought it was, opponent. I thought it was. Come on, opponent, what you got? You got a 2-5 of Doom. Love a good 2-5 of Doom. So we're at 6, 7, 8. Please block with a bird and let me blow you out in the future with that, but hey ho, never mind. Cool, let's do our looting thing. Like a looty loot thing. So that's up to 9 permanents, so land next turn means we ascend and can get this online. Draw some cards, then we can Pirate's Prize, draw some more cards. You know, drawing cards is amazing if you haven't already heard. Sun-Crowned Hunters, that's a reasonably large card. It gives this thing Vigilance, which is kind of annoying, but... Take my 2. Come on, opponent. Let me at you. Let me at you. Come on, helicopter. You can do it. Thinking? What is there to think about? Good. Glad we waited that long for that. Oh, I didn't ascend there. That was a mistake. Whoops. Oh, we missed out on a card because I was getting annoyed by my opponent, but never mind. At least we'll be able to flash in this Siren and start looting again with this Marauder. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's only 6 lands left in our 20 cards, so we should be quite heavy with our spells for the rest of the game, in theory. Pirate's Prize is going to let us draw some more cards. We love drawing cards. Who doesn't love drawing cards? Drawing cards is the best. Dylan Alley's Crown, sure. Right, we're going to tap your two big things. Tap that one, tap that one. What have you got? Wily Goblin, sure. Come on. You can make it my turn. You can do it. Hit you. Sure. No, don't tap. Stop trying to tap all of my one colour. It's really annoying, Arena. Stop it. Let's ascend with this bad boy. Loot. We've got access to Perilous Voyage now, which is kind of good. Can bounce that Pterodon, so it actually just doesn't matter. The 2/5, it's just so much less relevant. Could trade here. Actually quite happy with the trade here, I think. Come on. Your go. Come on. Oh, come on. Rope, 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 rope. Get on with it. Oh my god, that took forever, didn't it? I think I'm just going to take 5 here. Bounce the Pterodon. Means we can push in damage. Oh my word, opponent, come on. Play land. One, two, three. Attacking. Got a funny feeling they've got something like some kind of kill spell. I'm not sure what, but I think they've got something for the Deadeye Brawler. Tank, 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 tank. Come on. Yikes. Sure. Well, if you don't make a move soon, you're going to get timed out and you're not going to be able to actually cast anything. Oh, that was just down to you timing out because you didn't do anything. And then we'll loot it end of turn. Rummage away that. 13 cards left. 1, 2, 3, 4 lands in graveyard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 3 lands and 13 cards. I think we're in pretty reasonable shape. We're going to be able to push in with the Flyer and the Deadeye Brawler here. Cutthroat the Pterodon when they block with that. Play out the Spirewinder, then loot at end of turn. Brawler's probably going to draw cards. I think we're in excellent shape. Oh, I'm shocked you cast your creature we knew about. What do we got? What do we got? Do 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 do. Oh, we found an attack. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just going to throw away a Sailor. I don't think they're going to do anything this game, so... I go down 7. Then you got another spell. No, you don't want another spell. Cool. Attack, attack, attack. You block the Flyer, or block the Brawler, or block something, and then I'm going to kill it with a Cutthroat. Sure. Kill the Brawler. Shake the foundations. Is this just destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn? That's going to be amazing. I get to kill the hunters with this now instead. Cool. So we'll kill this. Yep. So I go down to 6. I draw a card. The Pterodon dies. Cutthroat, kill your Sun-Crowned Hunters. Play the land, play a Spirewinder, pass. I'm not going to loot because I've got a good card in hand. Easy life. Scoop phase opponent. Concede. Star of Extinction or concede. Those are your options. Oh, rope, rope, rope. I wish there was some way to report people that just sit in rope when they've got 3 cards. Like, there's only so many options they have. it's not Star of Extinction, they're basically dead. Like I don't know what the combination of cards is that lets them live. I mean, they're taking 6 in the air. Discarding a Bombard. What's your last card? Like, Bombard doesn't do a whole lot, I guess. Like, you kill the Marauding Looter, and then you'd still be taking 7, 12. So you need to Bombard and then kill 2 things. Or make 2 creatures. Barrage me, sure. I go to 3. Go to 4 just to prove a point. Wonderful. 1 win away from whatever the next rank is. Find out when we get there. 2-0. I feel like we haven't lost in a while. So obviously now I've said that, we will lose the next one, and probably the next one, probably the next one after that. Just to completely tilt me out for the rest of the evening. You know, standard kind of stuff. Yeah, this one's great. If I keep starting Highland Lake in opening hand, then I'm going to be quite pleased, because our mana's not amazing for being able to cast these other things, so... we don't have 2 drops, so if we can bounce something reasonable with this, that wouldn't be the end of the world. Don't think I need to do that. Play out the Sailor. Squire's Devotion. Right, this is going to be an amazing thing to bounce. So we're just going to Perilous Voyage the Famished Paladin after it does this. So they gain their 4, which is fine. Then it's going to go away. I should have done that in my upkeep, but it doesn't matter too much. Going to use the Perilous Voyage so we get our Scry on. Yep, we'll keep 2 lands. Think I'm on the play the Pirate's Prize next turn. Just try and find some more lands. I know we're finding 1 land, but like get our lands in play, and then we've got access to all of our other cards. So Vampire Revenant. Sure. Yeah, I think I'm happy just casting Pirate's Prize, taking a turn off. Find a Moment of Craving, which is perfect for dealing with this Revenant, so that's fine. Sailor of Mean holds down the ground, then you can use the removal spell to kill the stuff in the air. Dusk Legion Zealot, sure thing. Yep, guy we know about, that's fine. Yep, take my 3 and like it. I don't want to burn these treasures yet. Like, we have ascend cards, so... Like this one, so we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be 9. I think I want to play this guy out. Just try and threaten some blocks. Don't need to cast this Moment of Craving yet. I can wait a turn and then make sure we ascend and then cast Moment of Craving. It's like we can play like Marauding Looter next turn and then Craving the Revenant or something like that. Cast Depth of Desire, Moment of Craving. Flash in the Windstrider and blocks to get to ascend next turn potentially. See how the turns play out. Mark of the Vampire. Well, that's rude. Think that one's going to request the Depth of Desire. Right here, right now. Stop trying to suit up this guy. He doesn't get to get suited up. Stop it. Just don't really want to take that much damage there. Want to keep the Sailor of Means about as well, so I can continue to hold back these 1/1s. And the longer this thing doesn't have something attached to it, the better. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not going to be able to ascend this turn. guess at that point I should just be attacking with Spirewinder, playing the Marauding Looter, try and find a land. Okay, finding the land there's good. Get rid of the Cutthroat. Then we've got a land for next turn. We can Secrets and Moment of Craving, or we can Moment of Craving now. Cult of Feast's a pretty good one. That probably means I want to cast the Moment of Craving right now, just to make sure that I don't fall over accidentally to this stuff. Right, I'm going to block with the Sailor and see what he does. Might be able to moment something in response. See what his card is. Skullduggery. Oh, I'm just going to kill this thing anyway. Not too bothered about my Sailor, but yeah, I just want that thing dead, so. That thing's not tapping this turn, which works out really nicely for us. Get to loot. Just throw away some excess land, get to flash in the Windstrider, hopefully ambush some of these things. Our life total's fairly stable on 12. Bishop of the Bloodstained, that's disgusting. How much is that for? 7? Good 5. This should be an attack with everything, so we get to flash in this and try and start blocking, but this is not good. Block 2 lifelinkers. That untaps a lot of times. Right, so we're not dead on board, so Secrets, draw some cards. Spirewinders means that we've got an overlap of creatures, so we would only take 1. So removal spell kills us. Everything else we're still alive, so. Okay, they didn't have it, so. Gold Demise is amazing. Let's draw a card first, just in case we find anything else, so we can potentially try and like kill something else. Didn't find anything else, that's fine. Golden Demise, kill your stuff. Play the Amulet out. Let's attack with the Windstrider, I guess. That's going to let us loot. Discard an island. We're on 1. We're obviously not in amazing shape, but I found an Arc. Arc's pretty good for them. Gonna help them churn through some cards, similar to what we're doing. Not having a way to untap this means I only have to deal with it once. Alright, let's crack this, find a land. Don't have too many left in our deck, so that's 5 left by my count there. Obviously find another one. Dreamcaller Siren's excellent there. It means that we can tap down this Famished Paladin and stop it from untapping if they don't gain life, so kind of gives us a free window to try and push some more damage through. Flash in this guy, tap this thing and this thing. Well, I should put you on a 2-turn clock. They're digging. They're digging. I think that means they're dead. A moment of craving. Something with raid. Yes. Awesome. And the rank up. Rank up, and we're currently 3-0. Which is awesome. Right, let's just have a quick tweet and then we'll move on to the next one. See if we can figure out how to do Twitter and stuff. Need to be a little bit more efficient at this. I did do another tweet. Where did that go? Okay, we're not bouncing that one. As much as I would love to scry, but... Right, what have we got, opponent? You got anything good? Do you have anything good? No. Plays into potentially letting them use their mana from Bombard, but I think I'm okay with that. Okay, they didn't have Bombard, which is pretty good for us. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, so 8, 9, 10. We can ascend next turn. Which then puts this as a 3-4 flyer. That's kind of awkward. Let's start by drawing a card. Dreamcolor Siren's a reasonable one. Sailor of Stuff and Things. Holding each other back with our shitters is wonderful. Cool, that one's fine. Okay, we found a Bombard. Let's tap a Swamp, get an Amulet. Tap another Swamp, crack the Amulet for a Mountain. Play that one out and pass. Not in a whole lot of a hurry. Pirates Pillage, sure. I should probably bombard that in response, doesn't matter too much. See if they cast something else. Sure, let's just kill this thing. Quite happy to bounce this and do the scry with this, so. Got a trick, using your treasures for a trick. Sure. I think that's fine. Send that one away. Scry those to the bottom. Yeesh. Just not getting a whole lot of action here. Take some damage. Not a whole lot of interest going on this game. Sure. Kill that thing. Kill that thing. I'm gonna hold it. Just tap your things. Don't really want to take 9. Need to draw a hot one here. You need to draw one of our draw spells. Oops. Don't know what we drew. Oh, we drew an island. Good. We've got three draw spells in our deck. Need to find one of them. No, it's not looking hot, this one. It is not looking hot. No, not looking hot at all. Yeah, the bombard sequencing kind of killed me there. I should have actually checked the board when he cast the Pirate's Pillage to make sure that I didn't need to worry about anything. But yeah, I just kind of looked over it, didn't think about it too much. Should have just killed the Dust Charger there, and it would have been dead, and we wouldn't have any of this problem. They would still have the Bravado, but there's been nothing that the Bravado would have been scary on. So just a misplay on my behalf, but we identified it, so it's fine. Like, live and learn. Need a draw 3 here. Give me a draw 3. Well, that's a draw 3. It's what I asked for. Don't know what we're getting off it, but I think we're pretty dead anyway, but the fact that if they cast their Sun Crown thing, then their guys are basically 3 toughness things, so I get to trade with this, die to this, try and live another turn at least. So I got a 5. Guess I'm just dead, actually. Yeah, I guess I'm just... well, I'm technically not dead. Those 2 are free attacks, though, because I really have to just block these 2. So I go to 3. Well, that's half an out. Well, we're scraping our claws along living this one, so What have you got? Oh, that's disgusting. Like, why didn't you just cast that? I hate slow rolls. Slow rolls are the worst. Right, anyway, onwards. 3 and 1. We were just slightly too slow out the gates there, but that happens. That's variance, and that's the game. Love it or hate it, that is the game. So what time's your flight tomorrow, Stefanos? Is it early or are you slightly later on? This one's fine. Moment of Craving's Bloodletter, even if I don't draw an island. And when I do, I've got a couple of good plays, so this one's fine. Keep this one. Traveler's Amulet's a great one. It's going to help us find the island at some point in time. So I don't need it quite yet, but when we do. I think I'm just going to end up cracking it this turn so I can play the Sailor, and then that's best blocker for this thing. Sure. I don't really care about this thing, so let's go find an island. Hand is perfect, don't know what you mean. Sailor of Means. Make a treasure friend. So 5 permanents, that'll be 6, 7. Got no other ways to produce multiple permanents. Vampire, so I'm going to take 3 this turn, that's fine. Yeah, I'll block that thing. Okay, so they don't have a trick. If they had a trick, we'd have found out pretty quick there, so let's just play the Brawler out. If they don't have a trick, they don't have removal, so X4s of Doom. Got a contract killing or something? No, just a Dusk Charger. Can deal with a Dusk Charger just about. Certainly just straight up trade with it, which is fine. Land, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess we can flash in the Windstrider. It's the most mana efficient thing to do. Potentially eat something in combat as well, because they might just pressure us, especially with the Dust Charger hitting there. What are you casting? Nothing. Yet. Just take the 5. Let's try and get ascended. Tetzamok. That's rude. Yikes, that's really rude. Not sure we're going to win this one either. We don't have any counter spells. Let's just draw some cards, see if we can find anything. Oh, we found 3 lands. Good, that was just what I needed with Tetzamok. Down the barrel. Yeah, we done. It's a good thing we're at the bottom of Platinum 4, so we don't fall away anymore, but I think between the old Tetzamoks and just being a little bit tired, probably lose the next one or the one after, and then we will just be done for the night. Can feel it. It's hit me in the last half an hour. Chat's got quieter, so it's just been a little bit more difficult to stay as lively as it was at the weekend, but This one's fine. Sailor of Means and Moment of Craving, a good early interaction. Pirate's Prize and Pirates are going to help us ascend too, so this one just needs lands, and on the draw we're highly likely to hit them, so just need one land to be able to make the hand playable. 2 lands makes it excellent, so perfect. That's the first land we need. Perfect. First ascend payoff. Okay, I don't care too much about this one. Not enough to use the Moment of Craving. So ideally find another land this turn so we can cast Prize. Yeah, go on, hit me. Block this one. Crash the ramparts. Sure, so it doesn't kill my thing. Sure. You got it. You got it, buddy. Let's just do this because it's just bigger than both their things. I've already used 2 combat tricks, so got a Moment of Craving that we can use off these treasures too if we need to, so Jadecraft Artisan, sure, that means only one of these things is getting in. It's fine. Take her 5, go to 13. Let's cast Pirate's Prize. What are we at? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land will make it 9. So we can either bombard or Moment of Craving here. See what they've got. Really need to get this thing off the table, but not got too many good ways to do it. See how they attack. Sure. Sure. Slightly inconvenient, but not the end of the world. That one's more than that. That's going to kill me. Right, Sailor of Means. So that's at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's draw some cards. Did that not ascend? Thought that ascended as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it sacked one too many. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I think we're pretty dead this game anyway. Hexproof with Aquatic Incursion is just going to be very difficult. Our deck is basically just all interactions, so if they decide to just start paying mana to be able to do this, then I'm not going to have too much of a hope. I can't really afford... I need to block this because otherwise I just die, but at the same time I can't really afford to block it. But at the same point, I'm tired and I don't really care anymore. Yeah, let's just call it a night. It's not like we lose anything from that one anyway. We managed to get our 3 wins early, so... Right, let's crack a pack and we'll call it a night. Fathom Fleet Captain, sure. Cool. Thanks very much everyone for joining tonight. Was good. We got a nice 7 win run in ranked draft with an Aya Dinosaur deck, which was cool. There's a picture of that up on Twitter if you want to see that. Other than that, I think we did reasonably well. we're a bit unlucky with the first deck. I think the first deck should have had more wins than 3-3, but c'est la vie is what it is. But yeah, thanks very much everyone for watching. You can catch if you missed any of this, you can catch it on my YouTube channel or on the archive on Twitter, on Twitch. So yeah, I'll be back on Thursday night for a bit of a stream. Not sure how long yet, but I'll be back at that point. So yeah, again, thanks very much everyone for watching, and we will catch you next time.